Okay, hello, welcome back to another game of chess. Today we're playing e4 as per usual. Our opponent is going to respond with a Sicilian. We are going to hit them with the Mengarini here. They play d6, we're going to go knight f3 and go for a pretty early d4. First, we are going to defend our pawn though. And then, okay, opponent is playing a Najdorf. I mean, do you know what I mean? Just grow up, man. You're not Garry Kasparov. Actually, they're playing a Dragendorf now, which is like a Najdorf mixed with a dragon, I think. I think this is what this is called. But the idea here, I mean, they've played g6. So, of course, we're going to go f3, bishop e3, queen d2, queenside castles, and set up what is known as the Yugoslav attack, or a Yugoslav style attack, because I'm sure this is slightly different from the official Yugoslav attack. But it is effectively the same thing, where we set up the battery here towards h6. We castle opposite ways. Wow, opponent just pre-moved that. That is insane. And, I mean, honestly, we're going to go bishop h6. The idea is we've set up a nice battery here, and even if they don't exchange the bishops off, then now they can't move this h-pawn. Why is that helpful? Well, because I want to play h4. And if I play h4 and then they play h5, I can't really go anywhere forward. But if we leave this bishop here as a blockade, allowing us to eventually play h5, like maybe even right now, we can play h5 now. Because knight takes, rook takes h5, pawn takes, queen g5 check, bishop g7, queen takes g7, checkmate, thanks for the game. So we are going to play h5 now. This knight cannot take, neither can the pawn. You cannot take this pawn. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the game. Cheers for that. I mean, the question is, will they want a rematch? The answer, I highly doubt it. But if they do, we will absolutely immediately give them a rematch, because this was a very speedy win. They are not moving. Their only legal move is to block with the bishop and walk into checkmate in 1 on g7. Yeah, wow. Give me that rematch. Come on. You know you want a rematch. If they don't want a rematch, we will go for a different game against a different person. Yeah, it's looking like the opponent was not happy with what just happened and does not want the smoke, so we are going to cancel this rematch request, and we're going to have a quick analysis of this game, and then we're going to go into another game, because obviously this is probably about 2 minutes long so far, because that was so vicious. I mean, okay, just we're in the analysis. 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 96% accuracy. This was just, I mean, like, it's probably not 100 because we played the Mengarini. Like, that's basically it. And also here we played f3, where the engine probably would prefer, I don't know, bishop e2. Okay, no, apparently it's the best move. Yeah, this is absolutely outrageous. This is just a perfect game. Go in there, h4 here, blunder, takes, and a mate in 2. I can't claim to have really earned that. We did play the opening absolutely excellently and went for our idea. We're not going to waste any more time analysing what does not need criticism. Let's go for another game. I started at 2081 at the start of this video. We're going to get straight back up to 2100. c5, the old Benoni. They take, we're going to play e6. Now, I don't often see takes. Holding onto the pawn is a huge mistake here. So you have to basically just give this up. And that's why that taking isn't the best idea. It's kind of like you don't really see Queen's Gambit accepted much. You just see the Queen's Gambit declined a lot more. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Opponent is a Catalan player, most likely. But yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to just give me a bishop on c5 for free and let me remove your central d-pawn with my flank pawn like that. Kind of weird. Kind of strange. But we're going to go for d5 here. Let's claim a nice fat bit of central space and immediately shut down this bishop a little. Now, knight c6. This has to be a good move. Just develop a knight. Fine. They go knight here. Are they going to castle? Probably. Does that make me want to go here, bishop e6, queen d7, remove the bishop from here, throw my h-pawn at them again, like exactly what we did last time? Maybe even castling this way even though we don't have a c-pawn? That's exactly what it makes me want to do. However, we can't go e5 yet because this pawn would hang. So it looks like we're going to have to start with knight f6, which still gives me a moment to not commit to this plan. But I do think, I mean, e5 here regardless looks like a great move. We just claimed the absolute full center. We've got the beautiful classical development of the knights. Our opponent's position just looks a bit weird, honestly. They've got a very heavily dark square pawn complex on the king side, meaning those light squares are going to be very weak if we can trade off the light square bishop. A bishop e6 is exactly what I wanted to play, and they've just prompted me to do it by putting pressure on here. I mean, I could have taken, but then it just gets a bit messy, I think. Now, I don't understand this, because this is kind of like a reverse Sicilian. It's, just stay with me here. Imagine we're white, and white is black. It sounds like a Michael Jackson song. Sorry. Basically, what we've seen is e5, c4, and like d5, and then takes inwards. Like this is just a reverse Sicilian, and they've castled this way, and fianchettoed the bishop. So it's like they've gone for that similar dragon Sicilian, but as white, which is really interesting. But here I don't know if I take with knight, because I would love to trade this bishop off for my light square bishop, because that leaves all these squares very weak. And then, you know, we're just going to attack and have some fun. And if I go bishop here, what are you going to do to stop me trading this off? You can't play e4. I just take. My knight holds that square as well. So, you know what? Bishop takes it is. Bishop takes it is. I don't really think you're going to stop me trading this off unless you play f3, but that is drastically weakening to just everything. You don't want to be unnecessarily pushing pawns in front of your king, especially not, you know, like this, with no aggressive potential, and you're just sort of slowly deteriorating the defenses actually right next to that very important piece, the most important piece, in fact. Okay, I mean, let's just take. You're going to take here? No. So, okay. Now we've just traded off the most important piece in our opponent's position. We can actually go check. Defending this, attacking the king, you can't play f3. I'm just convinced that's not a good move. We're going check. We are going for check here. Maybe it's not good because eventually knight c3 is going to punish my queen for being here. Maybe I'm foolish. Maybe I'm blind. It's a Rag and Bone Man reference. What has my life come to? Castling queenside, almost certainly an abysmal idea. That hasn't stopped me in the past, though. That has not stopped me in the past. You know what I really want to do? I want to go here, and I want to go knight e5, and I want to whack my knight on f3. That is exactly what I want to do. However, that would kill this diagonal, which kind of defeats the purpose of knight f3. Although still, if I manage to get this done, king across, we swing the queen and like mate on here. Like, this is a good idea of attack. However, committing to e4, it does kill this diagonal, and it also allows this knight to f4, which I'm not a fan of. What if I just here? Like, how about that? But if the thing is, if I rush with this, they're just going to do this, and I'm going to have to move my queen and just hang everything, because this queen would then put pressure on all of my pieces. So how about we play rook d8 first? I'm going to play rook d8. Am I? Yes. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to allow this. Am I allowing knight c3 with tempo on my queen? Yes, but then the knight cuts off the queen's attack of the bishop, so I'm not completely petrified by that prospect. Let's see. I could whack the queen in here. What are you actually going to do about that? I don't think you're going to do anything about that, my friend. We are going queen to f3 here. How about that? Is there a meaningful knight discovery where then the fact that this bishop is hanging matters? Probably. Am I going to do anything about that imminently? No. Because I've committed to queen f3. It's kind of hard to dislodge my queen, though. You can't use the knight to do it, because this pawn is very well positioned. If I had my bishop on b6 and I was castled, my position would be absolutely perfect, and I could just focus on, ooh, they do go for some discovery, though. But I don't really understand it. Are they threatening check? But I can go bishop b6 and hold that check. If I get a knight here, by the way, it's just checkmate. Like, it's just checkmate. So, you know, knight here, knight here, knight here could be an extremely good. Actually, whoa, knight here, we hold the bishop. I don't know. Then there is this check, though. But if we go knight here, you give this check. Oh, if we go to f8, then when we go knight here, and we're threatening mate in one, they can take the bishop because it's with check. So annoying. So annoying. I could castle. You take my bishop, I go here. Thing is, they're just going to get time to stop this threat. Like, it's not going to work. What am I talking about? Let's just play bishop b6. Wasted a lot of time thinking about this, but I'm so desperate to get this, like, sort of smothered style mate with the knight. I just think our queen being in here and the light squares being so weak is such an exploitable asset for our position. And it's really not easy to remove my queen because there's no light square bishop. We traded those off, which is why the decision to take with bishop, I think, was such a good idea. At least practically. Okay, they go like this. I mean, maybe they're going to go queen here and just try their very best to get rid of my queen. I can do this, though. I mean, hello, just a6. You're going to have to go back to here. Is that going to make you happy? I don't think so. What if I now went like this? And then the plan is to go here, and I'm so tempted to do that. I'm actually so tempted. Here, if you go queen here, I go knight to like this, and if you take, I go check. That has to be good for me. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we're committing. We're committing to this. I freakishly love this move because I really, really want my knight on e5. From there, that is a top quality piece. And then who knows? We could even, if we get the opportunity to go to g4, like take, put the other knight on g4 with check. Yeah, they do go for this. We're gonna go here. All day we're going here, right? Surely. Yeah. I mean, it's the point of this move. We kind of have to play it now. Otherwise, this made no sense. You take my queen, it is check. And I have the best piece on the board in this knight. Bishop's underdeveloped, and it's very hard to develop it because we dominate this square. I really want to do this. I really want to do this. But if I go here, they might do this. Who cares? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. If we can get the rook open here, that is dangerous. So our opponent probably will go h4 here, I would imagine. But once they do go h4, that leaves g4 for the other knight. And then all of a sudden, we just have two knights sitting here, just holding insanely clutch squares, very close to our opponent's king. They attack my bishop. Can I do this? Hang my bishop, take. I really want to. Can I afford to, is the big question. Oh, please. Please make this work. h4 takes. I take here. Check doesn't make any sense because you go like this, and then there's no way I attack the king. So h4 takes. We take here. Then what? If you take, that's checkmate, is the point. So h4 takes here. You can't take that pawn. Because rook h7, oh, rook h2 will be mate, sorry. So what about rook here? Guys, we're going for this. We're going for this. I'm giving up a bishop. There was kind of no need to do this, and the engine might shout at me. I could have just dropped back here, and we'd actually be in a really lovely position. But our opponent gave me the opportunity. If this was the best move, then it is not my opponent whose username should be Mikhail. That is... Oh, no way. They got scared. They did not want the smoke. Oh, that's great. That's so fun. Okay, so now, can I take? You take? Maybe now, because I can't take on here. That's a really annoying move. Takes, takes. If I go here, there might just be g4. What if I then sack and play check? You know what? We're going back now with the bishop. I'm really excited to check the analysis as to whether if they took this, they were just losing, and it was just a beautiful mating there. I don't know. But now, like, our pieces, if we had a queen on the board... Oh, I see. I understand now. No. Oh, that's really annoying. Takes here. Yeah, that's painful. That is so painful. Okay, takes here. This. What if you take here? No. Okay, we're gonna take the knight. I think we kind of have to take the knight. Absolute heartbreaker if this doesn't end up being a win. Oh. We're gonna go check. Then we're gonna take and take on here. That's so annoying because our knight was so nice there, but we take. Ooh. I mean, this is now a passed pawn supported. Ooh, let's get him with the rook. Okay. I have a lot of hope for this position, yeah. You go bishop here, we go like this, and you lose the bishop. So it's like, it's really not obvious. Now we go here, there's this. I just hate chess so much, man. What is wrong with this game? Actually, no, I don't, because then we're going to go here. You can't take my knight. How about that? This has got to be some kind of mating net. Your rook's hanging. I'm going to go check, maybe. I don't know what's going on at all right now. Like, even slightly. I have no idea what is going on in this position. Let's go... I mean, like, here. I'm going to start crying. I just have no time. This check, they just gone here, and then both of my pieces would have been hanging. They can't go here yet. If I somehow get my other rook involved, we could be in business, but... Wait, how am I not down on material? In my head, I was just, like, down on material. I think it's because I'm so down on time that I just feel like I'm completely lost. Objectively, I'm probably still winning, weirdly enough, because you just can't move this bishop. That's got to be a mistake. That has got to be a mistake. Hello? You go here. Okay, whoa. Composure. You know what? You know what? King here. You can't go here. You can't go here. You cannot go here. You cannot take this. If you take with the pawn, we go checkmate on h8. Guys, this is just a win. This is just a win. You take the knight. It's just rook h8. We can even pre-move that probably. Right? Oh my, pre-move. It's mate. It's a mating net. The king cannot go anywhere. You can take my knight with the pawn. No one cares. It's checkmate on h8. King e7, rook h8. What a finish. Oh my goodness. What was that sound I hear? King e7 and they resign. Oh, damn. Let's analyze this game. Okay, so here we are in the analysis. By far, you know, a little less accurate, let's say, than the last game. But the only point we were losing was after h4. Oh, well, when I hung my bishop, that just didn't work. Oh, you know what? That's okay, because I took a risk. And I think it paid off, given that we bluffed our opponent into playing h3. But apparently, apart from that, it wasn't actually that bad. You know, there's obviously quite a bit of fluctuation here. But once we got a significant advantage, we let slip a little bit and then just got it straight back. Wow. And wait, I started panicking around here as well because I had no time. So I'm not mad at that performance. Let's go through the game. E4, C5, takes. Now, you do not see takes. This is the old Benoni defense. I'm just going to scroll up here so you can see that name. Takes, you see, this has... One sec, let's go to the master's database. You know, instead of just looking at what absolute morons do. 8,500 lines in this game. Only 324 have played this move. However, including those 324 are legends like Shahryar Mamedyarov, and I'll be completely honest, that is the only name I know from this list. Although Shahryar likes accepting this, apparently. Maybe I know some of these other names? Not quite sure. But anyway, it's really unpopular to do this because e6, and you cannot hold on to this pawn because then a5, and if you go c3, it is takes, queen f6, and you have actually lost your rook here. Insane little opening trap. One of the reasons I like going for c5 super early instead of knight f6 first, and after c4, c5. That's another way to play the Benoni, but I like the old Benoni. I don't play the modern Benoni. But they take e6, and then they just give me this bishop here on c5. So it's a nice position for us. It's zeros all round. White's kind of given up on their claim for any significant opening advantage by playing in this way. Here, d5, we get to claim the center, and then here, whoa, queen e7, what is that? Why would we go queen e7? I can't even begin to describe why I would play it. Like, that move makes no sense to me. Queen e7, and you're supposed to then just go a3. Well, like, what if they go here? You know what, we're not even going to bother trying to work out why the engine wants queen e7 here. We went knight here, great move, knight here, and then claim the center. Could have castled earlier, but I decided to, postpone castling a little. Could have taken this pawn, but I didn't want to go take a pawn, even though I could probably easily play b5, a6. After takes, maybe I take backwards with the knight. It's then going to be harder to play b5 because of this diagonal. I don't want to take. I want to play bishop e6, stabilize our center, takes, bishop takes best, trading off the light squared bishops, takes, and check, best move. Oh yeah, f3 is actually their best move here, which is not, it doesn't look pleasant. It just does not look pleasant. f3 is probably playable and handleable by a grandmaster, or, obviously a very strong player. People around my rating, they aren't good enough, including myself completely, to, if you make this pawn move, to not let that become a long-term weakness, and the very exploitable one at that. So I think, if we had seen f3, we could have easily pressed for more of an advantage, using like all these hooks and the potential weaknesses around this king. However, we didn't see that. We saw the king drop back, rook d8, knight here, queen f3, best move. Thank you very much. Knight here. We could have castled. We actually could have castled. Was it for the reason I said? Here, and if you take, I go knight here. I'm going to cry. This actually worked. I was thinking about this. I was calculating this. Here and then knight here, right? Or maybe you go knight b4 first, but knight g5 still works. Because if you go here, then, okay, apparently knight b4 is the reason that this is so great. Oh, this knight's going to hang. Yeah, you see, I completely missed that. Yeah, I completely missed, I still don't really understand how this works. Here, we go check, you go here, and I take here. I guess, it's extremely complicated, but my instinct that kingside castles was actually worth calculating here was correct. Bishop b6, though, still fine. It's still, minus 2.5, what is the top line here. So I'm not angry about that. Kicking the knight back and sending it to a3, kind of useful, just sidelining the piece. And then, okay, this wasn't ideal. I kind of gave away my advantage a little bit. I could have gone bishop a5. These are some weird moves the engine wants me to go for. Or it likes h5 straight away. Again, could have played h5 there, would have been fun. But I went for this because I was expecting queen e2, and then I went knight to e5. Now, because my opponent's king is arguably weaker than mine, because I'm going to be able to castle, and they are castled, but they've already got these weaknesses. So I probably shouldn't have allowed the queen trade. I probably should have just backed up with queen f5, as the engine is suggesting. Then if f3, we take. And if you play rook takes, what do? Just move the queen? And I guess this is all just a bit fragile in the end, and the rook can come in here. We've got the beautiful knights. We can castle, bring the other rook to the e-file, and we've got a really secure king, and our opponent doesn't. Fair enough. I like the idea of going here. Takes, and the engine says -1 here. So we have kind of given up our advantage because, let's be honest, we don't have much of an attack. So we try to create one, knight here, and this is the blunder. Oh, I'm so dumb. It wasn't even they taking the bishop. Wait, the thing is, I did miss this idea of takes, and takes here, which would have been really strong for my opponent. However, let's just, if they'd gone here, and we'd gone hg, what would they have had to play? King takes pawn. Or h3, of course. But like, if they go here, checkmate. Shah mat. The king is dead. That is really, really nice stuff. But, okay, so this is good because I can actually play this if they respond like this. I did just miss this idea. Obviously, that is just a tactical error from me. I will work on it. But instead they went h3. Then we drop back with the bishop. Why did I do that? Oh no, it's the best move. What? Why is the engine shouting at me when it's the best move? Okay, so engine bugging out right now. Bishop c7, it's telling me bishop c7 best move and then saying that's a mistake. If I'd gone here... Yeah, okay, anyway, we're going to move past that. Bishop c7 is a great move. Knight takes here, king takes. I did miss this idea completely, as I've said. However, now that they've played h3, we saw the continuation with check, king here, takes, and yeah, allowing me to take on here is a bit crazy. Opponent goes f3, and now we take. Yeah, they go f4. The engine wants f5. Like, what? And if you take, we go check here. Oh, and just push the pawn. Yeah, absolutely disgraceful stuff. I don't understand what purpose f5 serves there, but we go for the check, give up the pawn, go in behind here, knight a3, in behind here. And at this point, by the way, I've got under 30 seconds. So, yeah, when I play rook to e2, I've got under 30 seconds. But we still clutch it out. Yeah, this move made no sense. I got lucky. I did get lucky here because our opponent did not have to play king g4. I think they just wanted to unpin and attack the knight and kind of thought, okay, well, I can run about if I want. The problem is, check. You go here. That is really nice. Playing king e7 and it's the best move and they resign because mate in one's just forced king e7. Just lift the king because rook h8. That is so cool. That is so cool. If they'd gone this way, then we go... That is checkmate. Oh my goodness. And if they go king... If they go king h4, it's still just king e7. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed playing this game and what a finish under time pressure. I've been trying to be a little less of a sort of perfectionist in terms of, you know, only uploading videos with like 95% accuracy. I'm still uploading only really the best games that I play in the day. And maybe, you know, we'll see in the future. I might just start uploading every game I play and you can see that I'm an actual idiot. I do think uploading every day though is making it a little more sort of understandable maybe. That some of these games are a little bit shaky in points. But thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff that really helps out the channel. And yeah, we've got some big things that I'm working on at the moment. And the reason, by the way, this is probably going to be like the 4th day in a row you see me wearing this t-shirt. I recorded all these videos on the same day. I am not a tramp, I promise, because I'm going on holiday. Need to schedule, upload a bunch. You understand. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.